Hello. Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we're going to listen to conversations between a grandparent and a grandchild. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about games, hobbies, and places they've been. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene, so listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Kate and her grandpa as they share about the games and hobbies they enjoy. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
What are you up to, Kate?
Oh, hi, Grandpa. I'm playing a video game. It's called Galaxy Quest. I'm trying to beat this level.
Galaxy Quest, huh? Looks fancy. Back in my day, we didn't have video games. We played outside most of the time.
Really? What kind of games did you play?
Oh, we had all sorts of games. We played tag, hide and seek, marbles, and hopscotch. We used to spend hours outside, running around with our friends. There wasn't a screen in sight.
Wow, that sounds fun. So you didn't have any video games at all?
Nope, not a single one. We didn't even have a TV until I was a little older. When we were bored, we'd just go outside. We'd climb trees, kick a ball around, or sometimes just sit and talk under a big old tree. The games were simple, but we had a great time.
I can't imagine not having a TV or a game console. What did you do when it rained?
When it rained, we got creative. We played board games like checkers or snakes and ladders. Sometimes we'd tell stories or read books. My favorite was flying paper planes indoors. The house would be full of them.
That sounds fun too. I bet you had to use your imagination a lot more.
Oh, for sure. We had to think on our feet. If we didn't have a ball, we'd make one out of socks. If we wanted to go on an adventure, we'd pretend the backyard was a jungle or a faraway land.
I like playing outside too, but video games are just so exciting. You can go to different worlds and be anyone you want.
I get that. Your games take you on adventures just like ours did. Only we used to be the characters. But I'll tell you one thing. Nothing beats the feeling of fresh air and sunshine on your face. That's a real adventure.
Yeah, you're right. I love playing at the park. Running around and swinging on the swings is the best.
Exactly. You know, when I was your age, my hobby was collecting stamps. I'd trade them with friends and even write letters just to get new stamps from different places.
Stamps? That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen anyone collect stamps. I like drawing when I'm not gaming. It's my way of relaxing.
Drawing, huh? That's a wonderful hobby. You must be quite the artist. It's important to have hobbies that don't involve a screen, you know? Something that lets you use your hands and your mind.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I should draw more. It's really fun when I do it.
You're never too old to learn new hobbies either. Maybe you could teach me some drawing techniques and I can show you how to make a paper plane that flies far.
Deal. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Speaking of hobbies, besides drawing and gaming, is there anything else you're interested in?
I'd love to learn how to bake. I see all these cool baking videos online, and I think it'd be fun to make cupcakes or cookies from scratch.
Now that's a useful hobby. You'll make lots of people happy with your delicious treats. You could start small, like making simple cookies. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be baking cakes for the whole family.
That would be so cool. Maybe I could bake something for your next birthday, Grandpa.
I'll hold you to that, Kate. You know, hobbies like baking are great because they give you something to look forward to. You can always learn and improve, and it's nice to share what you make with others.
Exactly. I feel like I just need to make time for these things. I always get caught up in video games and forget to try other stuff.
Well, it's all about balance. A little bit of gaming, a little bit of drawing, and maybe some baking in between. It keeps life interesting.
Yeah, I'll try that. I think I'd really enjoy baking. Maybe I can start this weekend.
That sounds like a plan. And hey, you know what I think? Before you dive into those hobbies, how about we go for a walk to the park? We can grab some ice cream on the way and enjoy the fresh air. What do you say?
Ice cream. That sounds perfect. Let me save my game first.
Take your time, Kate. The park isn't going anywhere, but that ice cream might melt if we don't get it soon.
Haha. Okay, Grandpa, I'm ready.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Kate and her grandpa. What game is Kate playing? Kate is playing a video game called Galaxy Quest. What did Grandpa and his friends do when it rained? Grandpa and his friends played board games, told stories, read books, and flew paper planes indoors. What hobby does Kate want to learn? Kate wants to learn how to bake. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's continue listening to a conversation between Kate and her grandpa as he shares the places he'd been, and they want to explore. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
This ice cream is delicious. I'm glad we came to the park, Grandpa.
It's nice, isn't it? Nothing beats a sunny day and a cold ice cream. It reminds me of the simple pleasures.
Yeah, it's really peaceful here. So, Grandpa, have you traveled to a lot of places before?
Oh, I've been to a few places in my time. Mostly for work, but also a bit of traveling for fun. I've seen quite a bit of the world.
Really? Where have you been?
Let's see. I've been to England, France, and Italy in Europe. I've been to Japan and Thailand in Asia. And of course, I've traveled around the US quite a bit.
Wow, that's a lot. Which place was your favorite?
That's a tough one. Each place had something special. But if I had to pick, I'd say Italy was my favorite. There's something about the old cities, the history, and the food. Oh, the food was out of this world.
Italy, huh? I've seen pictures of the old buildings there. They look so beautiful. What did you like most about it?
Oh, I loved everything. The cobblestone streets, the art, the culture. The people were so friendly and every meal felt like a feast. I remember sitting in a little cafe in Rome, watching people walk by and feeling like I was in a movie. And don't get me started on Venice. It's like something out of a dream.
That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to visit Italy, especially for the food and art. Someday, when I can afford it, I'd love to explore different countries too.
You should. Traveling opens your eyes to so many different ways of life. Where else do you want to go?
Well, I've always wanted to see Japan. I'm really into Japanese culture, especially their food and the cherry blossom festivals. It looks so magical. Plus, I want to visit Tokyo. It's such a high-tech city, but it has beautiful temples too.
Japan is a great choice. I visited years ago, and even then it was beautiful. It wasn't as modern as now, but the temples and gardens were amazing. During cherry blossom season, the whole city turned pink.
That sounds so magical. Even if it wasn't super modern, I bet the culture was still amazing.
Oh, it was. Tokyo was busy, but not like today. Japan has changed a lot. Now it's much more advanced, with all the technology. It's really grown.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I want to see the robots, gadgets, and those super fast trains. It's like being in the future. One day I'll save up enough money to go on these adventures. There are so many places I want to see.
I believe you'll get there, Kate. Just take it one step at a time. It's good to have dreams, and traveling is one of the best ways to learn about yourself and the world. When you finally make it to those places, it'll be worth every penny.
Thanks, Grandpa. It sounds like you've had a lot of great experiences. I hope I can have adventures like yours too.
You will. And I can't wait to hear about all the places you visit. Maybe we'll even take a trip together one day. I still have a few places left on my list.
That would be awesome. Where do you want to go next, Grandpa?
I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights in Norway. They say it's one of the most magical things you can witness, colors dancing in the sky. It's on my bucket list.
That sounds incredible. Maybe we'll go there together someday. You and me, under the Northern Lights.
That sounds like a plan, Kate. But for now, how about we take another walk around the park before heading home?
Sure. Maybe we'll see something exciting, like a squirrel or a cool bird.
Exactly. You never know what you'll find if you keep your eyes open.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Kate and her grandpa. Which country did Grandpa say was his favorite to visit? Grandpa's favorite country to visit was Italy. What did Kate want to see in Japan? Kate wanted to see Japanese culture, the cherry blossom festivals, and Tokyo. Where does Grandpa want to go next? Grandpa wants to see the Northern Lights in Norway. So, how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better and subscribe to see our other videos. Think on our feet. To quickly come up with solutions or ideas. Nothing beats. Nothing is better than. Nothing compares to. Out of this world. Extremely good or impressive. Worth every penny. Fully deserving the cost or effort. Keep your eyes open. Stay alert and observant for interesting things. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Hide and seek. A game where one person hides and others try to find them. Hopscotch. A game where you hop on squares drawn on the ground. Checkers. A board game where you move pieces diagonally to capture your opponent's pieces. Cobblestone. Small, round stones used to make old streets. High-tech. Using the most advanced technology. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.